Ric Hassani.
Hey.
Thanks for being here today.
Thank you so much.
Are you a singer? Are you a musician? Are you a songwriter? Well, how do you describe yourself?
I'll say I'm a singer-songwriter.
Okay. You write your own song.
I write my own songs, yes.
Is that still very important? Because we hear that it's not a big deal anymore. I mean, the beats are more important these days. You just throw in 3-5 words in your music, and why do you still bother writing?
Well, it depends on the kind of song you're trying to make. It's just like building a house. Sometimes you need a certain amount of bricks. Sometimes you don't need a certain amount of bricks. Sometimes you need more cement, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just depends on the kind of message you're trying to pass.
But it seems like it's overwhelmingly tilted towards this side now, where it's more,
to be honest,
yeah. How do you find that? I mean, how does it make you feel? Do you feel like sometimes, is this all really worth it?
Oh no, I'm a very lyrical person. Like my message, my music, I want to pass a message. I want to say something. That's why I'm lyrical.
Yeah.
And people that are on that level connect with my music. There are people that really just want to dance. They don't want to hear anything.
Yeah.
and they connect with other artists on that level. So it just depends. It's just about finding what your message is and finding who you're connecting to, and that's it.
To put you on the spot now, who do we blame for this? And I like to ask this question: is it the artists that dish out this, or is it the demand from the fans that makes this sort of the norm now, where it's more about, like you said, people just want to dance?
Yeah.
So is it the artists who have over time made it sort of a thing that they do, or because I want to believe that as fans we would most times take what you give us, right? But at the same time, also as a musician, you can also you're also sort of dictated by what the fans want. So
yeah,
what's to blame here?
To be honest, I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Sometimes the fans, they only want what you give them. Over the years, artists have been giving the fans more of dance. Just dance, 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 dance. There has been less lyricism.
Yeah.
I think now there are a lot more artists that are coming out, like myself, Simi, Adekunle, that are now giving people more lyrics, and that's why they want it more now.
Yeah.
So I just feel like if we keep giving them more of what we have to offer, then they'll want it eventually.
Yeah.
And also sometimes too, the fans can just say, see, Rick, I don't want to hear any sing. I just want to dance right now.
Stand on the table.
So it's a little bit of both,
How long have you done music for?
Wow. Well, I've been singing since I was 7. I started singing in classical choir, and then I started rapping along the line, and then now I'm back to singing. Let's just say since I was 7, so that's a while.
Commercially?
Commercially since 2012.
Professionally?
Professionally since 2012.
Yeah.
Yes.
What made you go into it fully? Because I'm sure from 7 it was like, okay, a hobby, something I like to do. When did you decide, okay, you know what, let's sell this market?
I think it was just when I just said, what am I going to do in the long run? What's going to make me happy? What will I do that is me, that will make me feel alive? And it's music. It's writing music, going to the studio, singing it to people, performing.
Yeah.
Fashion, art, creativity. That's what really makes me feel alive.
Yeah. 2012 to 2017, that's 5 years. How's the journey been?
Crazy. Crazy. I know we've, like way back in the day, we've done some shows together where you see me when I was still, and now it's just growth, It's just growth. You have to keep doing to grow. You can't stop and want to grow. You have to keep doing, keep trying, keep failing, and that's how you arrive at growth or success.
Yeah. What genre of music would you say you do?
I make pop music, to be honest.
Okay.
A lot of people call it alternative, but my music is not alternative. It's pop music. It's just soulful pop music.
Yeah.
I think they call it alternative because most people, when they hear a new sound that they don't know where to place it, they just say, okay, now these alternative guys, But it's really pop music, pop soul.
Just to sidestep a bit now, talking about genres now, and what you said there just really struck me, because I find that we tend to lump things into bowls a lot in Nigeria, and sometimes maybe not our fault. For example, this Afrobeats trend now, where everybody's Afrobeats, regardless of what you're sounding like. Suddenly, Asha is Afrobeats, and Olamide is also Afrobeats. You wonder, how are they both Afrobeats? Just because they sound African, or they come from Nigeria. And then, like you said, in Nigeria now, once you don't sound give us the boom boom beats now that are really ultimately alternative.
Yes.
You know, why is that? And who's doing this lumping?
I don't see. We need to find who that person is, Ebuka. We need to find the person. I don't know who is doing it, but you know, that's just what they do. And I think it's because the Nigerian music industry, the boom of the industry, we're still growing, we're still new to it, you know. So I think we haven't yet known, okay, who is doing singing what, or who is this style, or what's this style. We're still categorizing things. So hopefully we'll get there. You know, for now we're not really there yet with categorizing, but it comes with growth and it comes with more. So definitely we'll get there.
Back to you now. You said you started in 2012. When you started with the way the music industry was now and where you are now, acceptance, how was it easy for you to, I mean, as much as you say you do pop, this sort of pop in Nigeria is sort of not really what we're used to. Was it hard getting some level of acceptance at the start?
Okay, why to be honest with you, Ebuka, like why I don't even think about that is because I've tried so many styles. I've rapped before, I've done every style you can think of, and it just didn't work. So what I'm doing now, I just said, you know what, let me just do what I like. Let me just make what I like to listen to. So I didn't care if anybody was accepting it, because I'd gotten tired of hoping, and then people are like, this guy, Joe, you can't sing, or your voice is not nice, or your songs are not nice. So let me just make what I like, you know. So I did, till now, I really don't even still think about the acceptance. Let me just keep making the music I like to make, and making the fashion, and see where it goes.
But how long are you willing to do that? I mean, fine, okay, I mean, Ric Hassani is becoming more known, your music is getting more accepted, but when it gets to a point where, you know, you feel like you should be at a certain level and you still haven't gotten there, is there going to be a breaking point where you say, you know what? I mean, we've seen artists in this country who've stuck to their guns and at some point just turned left a bit because, you know what, that left, that's where, you know, the money is. You know, when does money become that important for you?
Wow, Ebuka, this is a real question, you know? And I would say, to be honest, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Because back in the day when I used to rap, I never knew I was going to finally be singing now. It's just growth. I'm not afraid of growth, you know? It's just to keep doing, keep making the mistakes, and getting the successes. And let's see where they all sum up and lead me to. I'm really, really open to whatever.
You keep talking about this rap a lot, and I find it very interesting. When were you rapping, first of all?
Why was I didn't even understand.
When was this?
This was like, I rapped to Ebuka. I rapped for like 7 years. I really, really rapped. Me and my guys, you know, just lyrics, my hood boys. Imagine me. Like, you know. Yeah, man.
So why was that?
If you realize, my voice is very thin and very high-pitched. So at the time, it just wasn't cool for a guy to be doing all those things, you know? Then it was Eminem and DMX and, you know, so you had to be, you know, and I knew that I wanted to be on stage, and everybody was rapping. So I learned how to rap. It really was just peer pressure, to be honest. It was when I just said, let me just do what I know how to do, I beg. Anyhow they want to take it, they should take it. And that's when things really just changed. And that just goes like, you really have to do what you know how to do. I'm making the kind of music I'm making because that's what I know how to make. I don't know how to make any other kind of music. And I guess people are connecting with that authenticity. And that's what's keeping me here.